What's going on, guys? Guns here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today I am going to be talking about the quickest, fastest, and most efficient way possible to complete the 4th inning program. Of course, I've made videos similar to this in the past. However, this 4th inning program really has been shaken up quite a bit from recent ones, and I found some new stuff that is going to be very valuable to you and myself to complete the 4th inning program faster, so you can make more stubs if you want to sell one of these guys off and buy them back later and make good profit, or just to get them on your team faster. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Of course, just quickly, obviously, the three 4th inning bosses are 98 Andrew McCutchen, 99 Billy Wagner, and 99 Cal Ripken Jr. I will be making a video a little bit later on telling you which are those 3 bosses I think that you should pick, and everything, the 100 program star pack, the 200 program star pack, and everything else within this 4th inning program. That video will be coming out later, but as you guys can see, this scroll bar still displays pretty much everything that we will be seeing. This program does last a little bit longer than the other ones have. If you guys noticed, 34 days. Technically, it came out yesterday, so it's been about 35 days that this program will last. The first thing, obviously, is the daily missions that you guys have to focus on. Usually, this one will always be some sort of exchange, which I always recommend to do this because if it's like live series players, you probably already have them within, within your binder, so you just exchange them. These ones are really nice as well. Just play innings with them. You can just fill your team up with Phillies players, where's my mission right now, and I can get that done literally within 2 innings. These can sometimes be a little bit more difficult. These are online missions. This is a gold save. Let's say if you don't use any gold closers, if you don't use any gold relievers, you only have diamonds, you can hit the square button to exchange that, and sometimes you get an even worse one. Now, I got a silver relief pitcher, which I definitely am not using on my team, but make sure that you guys are doing daily missions. They reset each day. I don't know exactly what time they do, but always make sure that you guys are doing those. You can always stack one, so if you are late one day, you can do one and another will be waiting for you, but I wouldn't recommend any longer than that. Otherwise, you are forfeiting daily missions. This win 10 games in ranked seasons, battle royale, or events. This is the same as all of the others programs have been. I always recommend do it in either events or battle royale. However, there's not an event right now on the 15th, which I am recording this, and there will not be one until the All-Star event coming on June 20th. So I would recommend, if you want to try a battle royale, maybe you could go 12-0, maybe you could do something crazy. I just think that's a better way instead of ranked seasons, because battle royale and events usually are 3 innings long. These are 9 innings, of course, so it's going to take you a lot less time to get those 10 wins. So battle royale, it does cost you a little bit of stubs. Unfortunately, there's not an event going on right now, but if you're going to play ranked anyway, you're going to grind to World Series, or just to play 9 inning games, I would recommend to do that as well. 30 easy program stars to accumulate. This is the 4th inning conquest challenge. Now, this for sure changed up a little bit from what we have seen in the past. For example, the 3rd inning, this was, just a regular conquest map. However, this time it is turn-based, where you have to capture the Houston Astros stronghold in 2 turns or less, capture the Cubs and stronghold in 1 turn. So there's some things that you're going to have to do. For example, like the Diamondbacks and the Cubs in 1 turn, you're pretty much going to have to reset the map. You're going to have to, the first time, go down to the Diamondbacks and do that, and then the next time you are going to have to, reset your map. So you guys can see right here we have 6, and you have to do that in 1 turn. So you're probably gonna have to play on all-star difficulty, and that's just the nature of how this conquest map is set up. So you do the stronghold on all-star difficulty, then what you do is reset, and then this time you want to go over to the Cubs and do that. If it's in 1 turn, you are not going to have enough time to do that each and every single one. Of course, the end goal is to obviously capture every territory on the map. This is a kind of conquest map that you're plain and simple going to have to utilize the Steel Fans phase. I know a lot of people do not like to do this because they only like to play the stronghold games. Make it take as least amount of time as possible. But especially for some of these, unless you want to play at Hall of Fame plus difficulty, you're probably going to have to utilize the Steel Fans. So I obviously recommend, if you're about to face somebody stronghold, pick that specific team. But if you just want fans, pick the worst team out of the selection. So I think the Blue Jays might be the best one that you could probably beat up on within this. So that is the Conquest. I'm not a huge fan of how they did it. I wish they would have kept it the same, but Conquest, of course, is a nice way to get 30 program stars, and there is also a decent amount of XP. There's hidden rewards, hidden packs alongside there, which is nice. The voucher, of course, is back. This time it is for the third inning players, which are Roberto Alomar, Ricky Henderson, and Justin Verlander, all of which go for over 100,000 stubs, but if you put in a buy order, they're going to be about 95,000 or so. Right now, I guess the only way I could recommend the voucher is if you have one of these cards already and if you have stubs that you're willing to spend. And you think you can get this knocked down within probably a week, because I don't know realistically how much these cards are going to go for within a week. I would say they're going to go for a substantial amount for the fact that the voucher costs so much. A lot of people aren't going to be able to complete it as fast, because with the third inning program, all the second inning program players were only going for like 35-40k by the time this one came out, and now they're going for like 100,000. So I think these cards are going to have value for quite some time longer than the other ones. So if you guys have the time, if you guys are confident that you can knock this out relatively quickly, you are going to make a lot of stubs, and the investment of the voucher, even though it might be like 200,000 stubs, it will be worth it in the long run. Keep in mind that these are locked into your collection, so you guys cannot sell them back if you do the voucher. This is something new that we have not seen over the programs yet. This is the Griffey collection. We got King Griffey Jr. storyline missions, which released yesterday alongside the content update, featuring an 89 Cincinnati Reds King Griffey Jr. I already did knock these out. I didn't think any of these moments were too hard. This one right here can be a little bit difficult, even though you have 125 power for both King Griffey Sr. and King Griffey Jr. Just make sure to watch for your pitch. I think that, yeah, this is on rookie difficulty, but that's the best advice I can give you. Wait for your pitch and probably power swing as well. Be patient and wait for the fastball. That's the best I could recommend. I believe we only have one multi-game mission, so this was really the only difficult one. Of course, you guys remember my dashboard method. If you guys do not, video up in the top right hand corner. Easy way to get these multi-game missions done. Basically the way it works, imagine through 2 games you only need 2 hits and 1 extra base hit left. That's actually the exact situation I was in, and one of my games I wasn't going to get it, but I already made such good progress. I hit the dashboard and I was able to retain my progress and quit out of the game. Once I got back in, it still showed up as 1 game remaining, 2 hits and 1 extra base hit remaining. I was able to head into another game and get that done. So make sure use the dashboard method if you guys do not want to lose all your progress. The R1 button does reset the moment, but you also have to restart from square one. In the dashboard method, you can retain the progress that you guys had previously. So if you're on good pace, you do not have to have that just erased. On to the regular moments that we do receive, and I do quickly want to say that we are still going to see 2 other tiers, 2 other sets of 4th inning boss moments. I think one is coming out next week on the 20th, or it's coming out sometime next week, and then another one will be out before the 4th inning program ends. Once again, none of these are too spectacularly hard. This is the 4th inning boss battle. This is only a 3 inning game. Just always make sure, keep in track. You can always pause the game and hit the R1 button to check in game your progress and what you need of every stat, because there is a lot to keep track of. Once again, 1 plate appearance. I have another moment video right up in the top right hand corner right there. It's basically a free way to get fastballs right down the middle, and there's not really much else about it. Fastballs right down the middle, so it should be pretty easy to hit a home run. You don't have to wait, possibly get walked each and every time, so that's a really good way to do it. There's only 1 multi-game mission within all of these and the King Griffey Jr. mission program, so I think they kind of listened to us and noticed that they didn't. A lot of people don't really like the multi-game missions, so it seems like they kind of took those out, but otherwise all of these seem pretty self-explanatory. The first set of missions, you go against the bosses. The second set of missions, you use the bosses, so they really shouldn't be too difficult as long as you guys use my dashboard method and then my fastball right down the middle, the meatball method I like to call it. So that is that, and I believe that is really as far as those go, as far as getting program stores that way. I did find a new better way in order to pretty much farm program stars after, you know, you completed your daily missions, you did the conquest, you did the moments, and you did all of that. I used to say play versus computer would be the best way. You go play versus computer, usually go against the Oreos. I would always recommend to do home because you're probably going to win this game. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I mean, if you're planning on losing, so keep in mind, you do not have to win a game to earn the program stars. Basically, you get 2 program stars per 9 in a game that you play. So you can play a 9 in a game versus a computer on rookie versus the Oreos or whatever bum team that you guys want to play. And you can honestly just bunt the whole way through, and you're going to get the game done with, and you're going to get 2 program stars. So if you're going to do that, I recommend just playing as the away team, because then you don't have to pitch an extra time. So that is one way. That takes about 20 minutes, but you actually do earn 1 program star for every conquest game that you play, which I think this might be a better thing to do, because a 3 in a game takes about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit less. It kind of depends. And that's a 3 in a game that you're going to earn 1 star, whereas, you know, a 20 to 25 minute game, to get 2 stars, a 9 in a game, that's going to take you longer. And the also beautiful thing about Conquest is, let's say if you play the Ty Cobb, the regular Conquest map, there's a lot of XP that you guys can earn within here. There is a ton of XP. So if you guys have not completed the Conquest strings yet, I would recommend that. Of course, this is another good reason to motivate you guys to play the regular 4th inning Conquest if you guys were turned off by the turn system. But if you guys have remaining Conquest maps that you guys have yet to conquer, I would recommend that you do that. Once again, 1 program star per 3 inning Conquest game takes about 7 to 10 minutes, somewhere around there. And then a 9 inning play versus computer game, you earn 2 program stars, which is going to take you 20 to 25 minutes. Once again, you do not have to win those games. All you have to do is complete them, and make sure they don't take extra innings, because I do not think you earn extra program stars for playing extra innings. I'm not completely sure about that, but just try to get it done in however many. Even if you have to lose, it doesn't really matter. But that is going to do it for this video. Like I said, the 4th inning program, I'm going to be grinding this quite a lot tonight. I probably will be streaming tonight as well, twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend, if you guys want to check it out there. Let me know which boss that you guys are interested in. Like I said, video coming in a little bit. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, down below. Hope you guys have a great day. And there, guys, I'm out. Yay!
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die's an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.